Dun, 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 dun. That's right, everybody. Today we're talking about superpowers. I'm not talking about regular superpowers. I'm talking about the type of superpowers that make you a less sucky person, that make you a decent human being. I'm talking about the type of superpowers that, type of superpowers that make you a better you. Welcome back to Look at Life Project. Let's jump right in. Now, some of you, when you're asked the question, if you could have any superpower, what would you choose? You think to yourself, that's easy. I would want invisibility. That's easy. I would want super speed. That's easy. I want to be able to read people's thoughts. Hey, that's not a very nice thing to think about me. My butt does not look big in these jeans. Maybe I don't want to know what people are thinking. Let's move on. I would want the ability to conjure coffee freshly brewed right into my hand. I did it! I think it would be really cool to be able to snap my fingers and have whatever accent I wanted. Like this. Hello. I have come to encourage the people on the YouTubes. Well, gosh darn it, isn't that just wonderful? I'm here to encourage people on YouTube. Oh, wonderful. I'm here to encourage the people on the YouTubes. Well, isn't that fantastic? I've come to make you feel better about your existence. Thank you for stopping by. You guessed it. It's YouTube. That idea needs some work. I won't even mention the option of flying. I don't want to get hurt. After all, this is just a camera set up in my friend's basement. I don't really have superpowers. Tricked ya. We all have superpowers, whether we know it or not. I'm here to help you figure out what those are. Your superpowers, your super strengths, are hidden within your greatest flaws. I know that I might sound crazy, but hear me out. For me, people might say that being super sensitive is a really big flaw, and at times it can be. It causes me to act really dramatic. It causes me to react instead of think before I respond to a situation. It causes me to not see things clearly or to think that my feelings are telling me the truth, when in fact, my feelings are big, fat, stinky liars. But what I want to say about that is being sensitive is actually a super strength. I am able to notice people and notice when there is something off. Notice when they're having a hard day. I'm able to feel things with other people. It allows me to be super empathetic. It allows me to be a good friend, sister, wife, daughter, co-worker. It's helped me in many situations to be there for people when somebody who thinks super logically might not see those signs. And that's something that I've talked with my husband a lot about. We are polar opposites, and his logical side has helped balance me out in many ways. But my sensitive side has helped us to be able to notice when people are in need. So in that way, I think that we make a pretty good team. I reached out to you guys on Facebook and I asked what are some flaws that might also be a super strength when used in the right way, and I want to share those responses with you. Somebody posted that being emotional can be a flaw. It could also be a strength in that depending on what job you have, it might help you. Like if you work with weddings and videography, or you work at a flower shop, you need to have that emotional connection with people in lots of different jobs. This person said it helps them to be more authentic and real and make better connections with people. Somebody else said stubbornness. You know, winning the right arguments. It's not just about fighting, but it's about fighting for the right things. Another person said that being competitive has been seen as a flaw. It can be a strength in that it helps you to strive to be your best. It helps you to succeed at work. It helps you to be the best you in your family. It helps you to be the best version of yourself. Somebody else said being quiet. it can come across as timid or meek, stuck up or conceited, but really it makes somebody observant so they can sit back and understand a situation and make them a good listener. It can make them somebody that other people can come to and confide in. It's a safe space to be. So if you're one of those quiet people, don't feel like what you want to do in life requires that you're loud and outgoing and rambunctious. There's enough of us in the world. We need y'all quiet people to balance out the... Somebody else said compassion. Caring too much can be seen as a flaw. Somebody said assertiveness, being passionate and outspoken. But imagine what that does when you use it for the right way. You can fight against injustice, you can stand up for people, and you can have a voice for people who don't have one for themselves. It's a very important strength. Somebody said candor, saying what other people are not willing to say. Yes, I wrote all these down so I didn't forget. And I have some coffee in my mug. I wish you could see the you see the steam? Not sponsored, but Zoji Rushi to-go mugs are the bomb. Somebody said being critical can come across as you're being a jerk or you're being inauthentic, but it can actually really help somebody grow and develop personally or professionally if it's used as constructive criticism rather than just being critical and complaining. If you use it as a strength, then you can actually really help people grow. Another person said greed. Now I got a mini economics lesson on this one, but he mentioned that people who were driven by greed, people who wanted to benefit themselves, came up with some of the best inventions that we know and love today. It solved an inconvenience problem while still benefiting them because they're the ones that made it. So people like Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, these inventions were problems that they solved, but also got them that cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not an economics teacher, so you're gonna have to talk to my friend about that. Find it on Facebook. Another friend said anxiety and panic attacks, which at first I was like, of course it's gonna be seen as a flaw, but what she explained is that now she feels like she's more prepared for when things come. She's good at encountering crisis, so anxiety and panic has actually helped her work through those situations, and now she can work through that for other people. When you're a perfectionist, you can be too critical and things can take super long and it often stops the process, but when you use it in the right way, it can take things to the next level and make you an asset on a team. So when you use your perfectionism to make things this much better and this much better, then it actually benefits the people around you. And when you use it in a way that's not crippling your work and it's not crippling your ideas, it can really take you and your team very far. Somebody else said being overly empathetic. It can look like you're being walked all over. People taking advantage of you and people not really caring about where you're at. You don't really get what you're giving, but when empathy is coupled with self-care, you see the best in others. You're able to listen and to believe in them. And when you take care of yourself first, then your empathy can change somebody's life. It can make a world of difference to care about something that you have the capacity to give to. Somebody else said being wild and goofy, which I can relate, because it comes off as you don't know when to take things seriously, or you're like the class clown. It's really easy to take being goofy and like hurt people's feelings or come across as insensitive. But again, when you use it as a strength, when you use being silly as a superpower, it takes you from being this goofball that messes around to being somebody who changes people's day, changes the course of their bad week, brings joy to a situation, helps people laugh and smile again and be themselves. When you're goofy in the right situation, it frees people to be who they really are. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. That's what I'm trying to do with these videos. I'm trying to be myself in a way that it frees other people to be themselves as well. And I think if you take your flaws, like selfishness could become self-love and self-care, and being too sensitive can become extreme empathy. Think about a flaw that you have that could become something really powerful. We don't need to always, in order to get better, we don't need to throw out our flaws or get rid of them, but transform them into something really powerful. I want to be the type of person that encourages that, and so I hope that you can find that both in my videos and in my blogs, as well as just anywhere on my website, lookatLifeProject.com. I really want to encourage you to think in a different way, to see things differently. I want to encourage you to drink good coffee, and I want to encourage you to turn your flaws into superpowers. So thank you so much for stopping by. I would appreciate it if you would click that thumbs up and like my videos. The more likes, the more the videos get shared with people around the world. If you want to, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers this year. You can also hit that little bell for notifications. It'll tell you anytime I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you come back, because my other superpower is like making videos of my dogs or eating a lot of mozzarella sticks. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for coming back. We'll see you next time. Bye. When you burnt my tongue, it's keeps my drink so hot I burnt my tongue.